Hello, my name is Glenn Lader. I'm with the National Weather Service in Tucson. And today we're going to be talking about the winter storm that's going to be moving into the area for New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. So, an overview of this system, we're looking at a strong winter storm to move into southeast Arizona this evening into New Year's morning and continuing through New Year's Day. We've already hoisted winter storm warnings for the Catalinas, Rincons, Mount Graham, and White Mountain region. And for other locations across southeast Arizona above 3,500 feet, we've got winter weather advisories in effect. So what we're going to look at here is the timing of this system, and this is from the North American model, and it's just one of the models that we look at to help us forecast weather as it moves through the region. So this is a simulated radar, and it shows the activity as it's going to be moving through the area. So for the afternoon hours and New Year's Eve into the evening, there's going to be a cold front that's going to be pushing through the area, and as it does so, temperatures will drop considerably and snow levels will drop rapidly as well. Now we think this model is a little bit underdone with the precipitation as it's moving through, but nonetheless we think that most of the area will certainly see some rain and even some snowfall in certain locations. So in terms of our warnings and advisories, we've got a winter storm warning above 7,000 feet, and that's the areas outlined in the pink color. With 10 to 18 inches above 7,000 feet. For elevations that are a little bit lower, above 3,500 feet, we've got winter weather advisories, and this is for locations mainly to the south and east of Tucson, but it includes many of the valley floors. So what does that mean? We're looking at 1 to 2 inches or so between 4,000 and 5,000 feet, about 2 to 6 inches in these areas between 5 and 7,000 feet, and in the higher terrain of the mountains, about 5 to 10 inches. Now, in terms of storm total snow, this is just another way of looking at it graphically. Generally, for Mount Lemmon, Mount Graham, Hannigan Meadow, in the 1 foot plus range, like I was saying earlier, and then lesser amounts to the south and east. But you can see some of the valley locations, such as Wilcox, we're showing 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. So certainly, south and east of Tucson is the area in terms of for valleys where we're really concerned about some potential snowfall. Now this is going to look at the storm total rain or liquid equivalent because obviously some of the precipitation will fall in the form of snow. So for Tucson, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, lesser values to the west, and obviously higher amounts in the mountains are expected, and that'll be in the form of snow like I mentioned. So of course the big question everybody's talking about today is it going to snow in the Tucson metro? And we think there is a good possibility there will be at least some flakes in the Tucson metro. We're pretty confident that snow levels will drop to around 2,500 to 3,000 feet early New Year's morning, primarily in the hours from about 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. So right now our thinking is a dusting to 1/2 inch possible in the foothills and locations around 3,000 feet, which would include like the far east side of Tucson. For locations a little bit higher up, such as Vail, Corona de Tucson, up to 1 inch is possible. And then in terms of the city center, Midtown Tucson, etc., we think snow is possible briefly, but at this time we're expecting little if any accumulation. And even if there was accumulation, it would just be on the colder surfaces and certainly not on the roadways. Now once this storm moves out by late Tuesday into Tuesday night across our far eastern areas near the New Mexico border, that's going to leave us with a very cold morning Wednesday morning, with a hard freeze pretty much for all of southeast Arizona, looking at a low of 25 in Tucson. But look at these temperatures out east. We're expecting around 8 degrees for a low in Safford. So certainly going to be very cold out there Wednesday morning and likely Thursday morning as well. So to put it all together, we've got a strong winter storm with low elevation snow moving in New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. Snow levels may briefly drop to 2,500 to 3,000 feet Tuesday morning. And plan for slick and icy roads potentially on valley floors above 4,000 feet, primarily Tuesday morning, mainly to the areas east of Tucson. And then very cold temperatures will move in with a hard freeze Wednesday and likely Thursday morning as well. We'll be keeping tabs on the winter storm here. Please keep up with our social media and our weather.gov for the latest forecast and weather information. Thank you and have a great day.